So first of all, I just want to ask just a bit about Destiny. If you could just give your take on it. Like, what's the game about story-wise, and where does the story take us?
The story begins centuries after the collapse of a golden age. Mankind is crawling out from underneath the protective veil of the Traveler to go back out into the solar system and reclaim our lost civilization.
The protagonist is obviously your own customizable. Yeah.
You are the protagonist. Yeah. I am my own protagonist. Yeah, absolutely. You create the central character in Destiny. You create your own character. You decide which guardian you want to play as. Yeah. Are you a hunter, a titan, or a warlock? From there, you add to that character with the rewards that you gain on the different missions that you go on.
Yeah.
And that character that you create, that you customize and upgrade over time, you take into story missions, into strikes, cooperative scenarios against alien bosses. You go and you play in the arena in competitive multiplayer, or you just go explore the public spaces of the game and see if you can come across a guardian who is in need of rescue. But it is the same character across all modes of play. And anyone who plays Destiny can have several characters in their stable, and they can play as whichever one they want on different occasions.
Yeah. What's your favorite class?
I am currently playing as a warlock. They're all badass. I've throughout the development cycles of Destiny, I've played as Titans, I've played as Hunters. I do enjoy the Warlock. I'm a slave to his sense of fashion. I love his Nova Bomb. It's devastating. I like the way he can drift over the battle zone, on waves of light. Of course, the gunslinger in me loves the Hunter and his revolver bathed in flame. And there are times when it's hilarious to walk into a room full of combatants as a Titan, and just leap up into the air and come crashing back down with that ground pound maneuver, send a huge ripple of disastrous energy in every direction.
Is that one of the supercharged?
Yeah. When it's supercharged, those are the Guardian abilities. We draw the energy, the creation forces of the universe straight from the Traveler, and we use it as a weapon.
Also, how big is the world? I mean, I've heard things that it's quite large.
Big. I still get lost in Cosmodrome, if that tells you anything. I still get lost when I'm exploring old Russia. This is the biggest game that we have ever put in the hands of the player. Yeah. If you've never played a Bungie game, just know that we have entire worlds for you to explore. There are 4 separate destinations in the game, all unified in that central social hub in the tower that overlooks the last safe city on Earth. We want you to go out there and get lost.
Yeah.
Not even going to give you a map. We want you to explore these areas until they become a real place in your imagination. Then once you know where to go, once you can map the different spaces together, then you'll be better at solving the puzzle and going out on your own adventure.
Is this sort of like using kind of like the mini-map sort of thing? Is there different kinds of missions that you can go around?
Absolutely.
Just all around kind of
absolutely.
Like
Every destination will have story missions. It'll have strikes.
Yeah.
It will have certain contested arenas for the competitive multiplayer, although that will always be a separate activity. There will be endgame content, cooperative activities that are very difficult to complete.
Can I possibly ask what the endgame content's like?
We call it a raid, and it's damn hard. That's all I can tell you about it. Okay. I can tell you that you will need to bring your most powerful guardian.
Yeah.
You will also want to equip yourself with 5 teammates who are sorted and ready to play with you as a team. It's going to be the biggest challenge that Bungie's ever created.
Yeah. That's good. I like endgame content like that. Obviously, that keeps it lasting.
A lot of our designers love that thing too. I mean, in many ways, this is the game that Bungie has always wanted to make, and our ability to create the systems that will bring players together. The seamless matchmaking, the building of big, beautiful worlds that we hope you'll want to explore. All of this has come together, and Destiny is an idea whose time has come. It's taken a long time for us to get there. So the fact that we're putting the controller in your hands here at E3, and people are playing the game and telling us what it is instead of the other way around, it's a really exciting moment for us.
With like the skill tree, with like the abilities that you have, how diverse do you think that's going to make the multiplayer? Is it going to be like a set sort of thing at end level that everyone's going to use the same sort of stuff, or?
I do not think that, actually. I think if people are going on raids, you might look at somebody and say, that guy's got his raid gear on. This guy needs to be his most powerful right now. He's bringing his most dangerous weapon. He's bringing his most fortified armor. When you enter the competitive arena, we level the playing field. We're not as concerned as to the damage rating on your weapon as we are the damage rating on your thumbs, It's about your skills.
Yeah.
It's about your teamwork.
That's good.
Yeah, it's about your tactics, your understanding of map control, your understanding of how you can work with your team to defend a fixed position or to go attack your opponent.
Is there, in terms of that, is there like more supporty kind of classes, or is everything kind of frontline?
Every class is designed to support the other classes.
Okay.
You know, if two guys are trying to defend a room, they're trying to control that zone, you know, it's really great to have a hunter there to, you know, activate his golden gun and pick people off as they try to come in. If you've got a group of guys who are defending a zone that you want to control, and the Titan is the first one through the door to pound the ground, you know, and then the Warlock comes in behind him with a belt-fed heavy machine gun to mop up any remaining resistance. Every single class in the game is going to have their own hero moments. And every single class in the game is going to have access to the entire arsenal of weapons. So you get to wield whatever you want. Yeah. When you commit to a class, what you're really making a commitment to is sort of a discipline in using light as a weapon. How are you going to wield that magic?
Yeah.
What did you play as the other night at the party? When you activated your super ability, which one was it?
No, at the start, the super ability at the start was the flaming pistol.
Yeah, so you were the hunter. You were this guy right here.
Yeah.
There's your flaming pistol right there.
That was the thing, is because what was set up at the start.
Yeah.
Level 4. Is level 5 that you get the first supercharge?
We're fine-tuning all those investment systems.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll want you to play a little bit of the game before you actually go into something like the Crucible, because if you go into the Crucible without a super ability...
Some people are saying at the start, make sure you get to level 5 before you head in.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why we call some of this stuff aspirational content. You know, I aspire to do that someday. There's a few things I have to complete first before I'm going to have any fun doing that, though.
Could you tell us a bit about the tower? Like the central hub where everyone's...
Yeah, absolutely. You know, there are so many things about Destiny that are competitive and cooperative, and they're all about action and strife and kicking ass. The tower is a place to come and share with your other guardians.
That's kind of what I was saying before. That's quite a MMO-y kind of...
It is, right.
Exactly. It goes to third person and sort of, you know...
It just doesn't charge you a subscription to get into the door. So you go to the tower, you see your character in third person.
Yeah.
You know, the first thing you can think when you touch down in the tower is, look how awesome I look. You know, pretend I'm not wearing a t-shirt. And then you can strut around, you can check out other people's builds, you can go and you can talk to all the merchants and vendors that are in the tower. You can acquire weapons and armor that make you even more powerful. You can talk to different story agents, you know, form alliances with the factions that control the last safe city on Earth. They'll open up their product lines to you so you can buy weapons or gear from them. It's a place where you can express yourself creatively and upgrade your Guardian on its path toward becoming a legend. It's also a place where you can discover other Guardians and ask somebody, where did you get this whole like tribal warlord getup? You have horns coming out of your helmet. What's this all about?
Is that kind of stuff, the gear, is it all show on your character? Absolutely. Is it all sort of different?
Yeah, I mean, if you equip gear on your character, that's what you're wearing, so everyone can see it. And if somebody sees a piece of gear they've never seen before...
Yeah, exactly. I like that in games, that sort of thing.
No, we want players to observe each other and to admire each other, and to ask questions like, where did you get that?
Yeah, well, people like being the best. I guess that's this kind of end game that people want.
And people are going to be the best at different things.
Yeah.
When you'll be able to identify that immediately. You'll be able to say, this guy is a warrior of the arena, look at the way he's dressed. This guy's a raid master, look at the way he's dressed. And they'll look at me and say, where did you get this whole getup? And I'll say, you guys need to play more strikes. You want to go play one with me right now? I love doing it with people who haven't done it yet.
Yeah.
And then the fire team forms and the adventure begins.
What's the future of Destiny? Where do you think this will take us? Are you guys going to, you know, continue with a second one, or?
We're going to earn that right by making this the best game we can possibly make it. As you can see, we haven't put a number on the box. We put the name of a game that we hope you love to play. If you love this world and you want to explore it further, if we're able to seduce your imagination with the story and you want us to tell more of it to you, we'll be around to do that. Job one is to get this right. We're working on it very hard. We want to create a game that is worthy of your enthusiasm, create a world worthy of the hero that you'll create to explore it, and we're interested in hearing what you have to say about it. That will inform a lot of our future plans.
And you advance your character and stuff, that transfers... Oh, I got a kill! That transfers... Do I get 2? No, okay. That transfers over to the multiplayer as well, so you don't feel like you're...